What's happening, everybody? I'm back as me, your resident super villain, Mr. J. Washington, and I'm here with my review for Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. And if you have not seen this movie yet, then you're just as late as I am, because I just saw it and I told you I was doing late reviews. Come on back, because there will be spoilers. Before I go any further, allow me to say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. This is post BlurCon weekend. So it's the first post I'm personally making. I've got to say it on Break Room, and I'll say it here. Thank you to everyone who showed a lot of love to me when I was in DC for BlurCon this weekend. The energy, the vibe was just great, and it was recharging to my spirit, and I'm so thankful, and I'm appreciative to the love I'm shown. To so many of you all who came up to me and told me how much what I do, me being that voice on these networks that I'm on, matters. You all do not understand how much that meant to me personally, that I did not break down in front of y'all, because a lot of times in this space, I don't know if what I'm doing or what I say really holds weight on another level than just me talking about my feelings on something. And for those people to tell me that I'm the voice that they wanted to have and the voice they needed to hear to relate to and speak like you, thank you. I will continue as long as I'm blessed to be opportunity to be on these networks and to do these different things and speak on these different platforms. I will continue to be that voice and that representative. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. But let's get into this movie, man. Look, if you'd have told me this movie was nothing but almost an hour and a half, 2 hours of just a giant ass lizard that shoots nuclear fire fighting a giant ass gorilla who ends up having to fight another ass gorilla and a triceratops with ice, I'd have been like, cool, what's the problem? I think everything about this was so dope. From watching Kong be in Hollow World trying to find more apes like himself, because he thinks he's the only one left. He's the last survivor of Skull Island. And to see when he saw the little mini Kong and he was happy, he's like, oh shit, what's up, little dude? You know what I'm saying? Trying to talk to him like, yo, come with me, bro. Take my finger. And Shorty bit him. And he's like, bro, I'll kill the fuck out you. And then the other three apes ran up on him. And then you get the best real life adaptation of a phrase ever. I'll hit a motherfucker with a motherfucker. When he used Little Mini Kong as a weapon, I popped so hard. Oh my Jesus, my spirit was good. I was like, oh, use this little bastard as a weapon. When there's so many times with Kong and Little Mini Kong that you didn't need subtitles, which they didn't have, but you could almost translate the conversation. Like, it was times where you have you would have Kong when he fought Tiamat. I mean, not Tiamat, when he fought that little water creature thing, the seawater creature thing. And when he killed him and he brought him up for some meat, he was like, you want some? And Shorty was like, yeah. And he was like, fuck it, whatever, leave me be. And he was just like, kids. And you just felt all of that. The dynamic of that. Godzilla knowing shit's coming, going and blowing up a nuclear reactor to charge up, then find Tiamat down there, which I thought was like, Tiamat, ain't that the dude from the Eternals? And that's the wrong thing. But to see that, and that to explain why he went from blue to pink, because of the energy he absorbed with that made sense. For them to break down how strong and how powerful he is, and then to tell us the story again about the Titans and the Kong and the Great Apes. And the reason I thought also, I kind of was expecting them to tell us that Godzilla went from blue to pink because Godzilla was about to reproduce. Because as you know, if you don't, Godzilla's asexual. So Godzilla reproduces on its own. So I was like, oh, that's a possibility. But I'm fine with it either way. Listen, when I love the cast, the supporting cast did amazing. So the little girl plays Gia. She's phenomenal. She touches your heart. Her having the visions that lead them to an Iwi tribe in the subterranean level of Hollow Earth, where Fala Chim's playing the Iwi Queen. I was like, yo, where do I know her from? Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, et cetera, et cetera. To watch all that and to see how, she connects with them, and then she basically gets to tell Kong, like, yo, this is what's about to happen. They find out about Scar King. Kong finds out about that. And for Kong to realize he needed Godzilla, one of the best parts to me, when Kong comes up in Egypt, Kong come up and he see Godzilla from a distance. He like, hey, bro, I'm just here to talk. Godzilla like, fuck all that. Square up, bitch, and charged him. Kong like, hey, my nigga, chill. Godzilla like, fuck what you talking about, fam? On sight. Godzilla stood on business. Why do I know that? Because he speared this motherfucker out the gate to suplex him off at the pyramid. Chef's kiss. Wasn't until Mothra shows up to bring them together. Like, y'all boys calm down. Y'all don't need to be fighting no more. Listen. It's There's some other shit about to happen. Big boy, listen. I know you don't like him, but I love you. So because you love me, you gotta listen to me because I like him. Look here, big gorilla dude. You can't be fighting my man. I know you weren't trying to, but I don't trust you. I feel like that was the conversation had in Animal Speak. But to see them fighting and go down to see the Scar King and how he was running the apes down there, for Kong to see that there's a whole community of great apes, even though they have been impoverished and living under a dictatorship in the Scar King, and to see that community and then to see how the Scar King, he controlled Shimo with the quartz crystal from the Eevee tribe and things like that. Again, I understand the human element to help kind of move the plot along, but you could have told me I didn't need it and it was fine. Also, I like the fact that in the trailers we saw Kong had this gauntlet. I was like, yo, how did Kong get an Infinity Gauntlet? But to see that it was a tool made by Monarch to help him if he ever needed to fight more Titans. And it also helped his frostbite that you see he got earlier. So all of it added up. I don't know what a lot of people who went to see this movie was expecting. I'm gonna be real with you. I see some of the ratings. This really wasn't a great movie. It wasn't blah blah blah. There wasn't any heart and It is a movie about giant fucking monsters fighting giant fucking monsters, destroying shit in the process. Why do we have to overcomplicate it? Let's keep it a buck. Why do we need to overcomplicate this? Godzilla is just angry, gets hot and heated. Boom. Kong like, yo, I had an island. I was chilling by myself. Y'all keep fucking with me. My peoples is gone. That whole tribe that I was with, we all was kicking it. I know sign language for some reason. Gone. That's all you really need to understand. These are giant monsters. Like, why do we feel like we need to have almost a rom-com, a regular action plot line with humans involved? Like, yes, let them be a small part of the story, but not the story. Some people gonna disagree with me. That's fine. You're entitled to that opinion. That's just how I feel like, yo, we don't need all that. I think this movie was dope for what it was. It stood its point. Look, Kong, and after them, after they broke the Scar King's crystal quartz hold on Shimo was like, all right, yo, I got this mod. And froze the Scar King, and then Kong was like, I'll break your bitch ass in half, and then did. So it was all good. But I just don't understand what, Gia doesn't stay with the tribe. She comes back and lives with her mom and all that. It's fine. Why are we trying to have a more in-depth, I would say, serious type of discussion about this movie? Like, this is one of those turn your brains off and just have fun. Just sit back like I did and watch big ass monsters just destroy shit. Like, oh shit. That's it. That's all we had to do. Now, I got a bunch more of these reviews I'm about to record. Some of these are going to drop today. They're going to drop throughout the week. They're going to drop during Comic-Con weekend when I'm in San Diego. So I want you to make sure you, first of all, let me know what you thought about the movie down in the comments below, all right? Right down there. Do me a favor while you're here. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell to find out when I'm dropping more videos. If you want to show a super thanks, you can do that. All that helps me to build up. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something, and it's going to sound weird, and just stay with me. I have an OnlyFans page. OnlyFans.com/Mr. J Washington. Wait, you got an OnlyFans page? You showing meat? Depending on what type of meat you're talking about. Here's why. I did a taping for Laughing My Ass Off comedy. OnlyFans has OnlyFans TV. They have a comedy thing. I did a special for them. Boom. It will live on OnlyFans. So it will be seen throughout my OnlyFans page. But also, look here. I've been working on these shoulders, this chest, and all this good shit for a while. If I'm going to show some topless pictures, y'all going to pay for it. Ain't that much, about $7. $7, see my chesticles. That's it. So go to OnlyFans. But also, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Mr. J Washington, same thing. Check out Before the Bell, the podcast myself, Martin Morrow, Clayton Thomas. Check out the Nancast, the podcast about absolutely nothing, but we talk about everything. Myself, Chris Burns, Pat Johnson, all these different things and different ways to find me. I will holler at y'all next time. Till then, stay tuned. I'm out.